Okay, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Forager. So we're going to be doing something a little bit different today, and I'm going to do a little bit of research before I get started. So, this is going to be a pain. And I'm not sure how I want to do this. So we're going to do a little bit of research first. And I don't know how we're going to do this. So, I guess I might as well, let's back up, let's talk about what we were doing. So, a speedrunner posed a challenge. Reward pool is 25 bucks. Honestly, don't care about that at all. I'm not even sure if I even care about getting a good time. I just want to do this as a proof of concept and as a kind of signal boost for the challenge. Obviously, the challenge ends, I think, in the next, 2 weeks. So, unless, if you guys are finding this, years later, I apologize, the challenge is over. But, effectively, it's a race to 1 million gold. Caveat is, no glitches, no hacks, and no lighthouses. Now, obviously, those first two don't matter to me. Mainly because I don't know what they are. The third one sucks a bit, because lighthouses are obscene. So what we're going to do is skip logistics, almost entirely. I'm not even sure necessarily what I want to do here. We want a shovel. I'm just not convinced if we need much of this stuff. Because if I'm racing to 1 million gold, I mean, it would be pretty funny to just have an infinite amount of banks making that money for me, but I think that would take a while and get really boring. My best bet is capitalism, bargain, and artistry, and markets. And obviously, max wallets. So, how do we do this? We're going to need a lot of EXP gain early just to kind of keep up with that, because I'm not going to be doing heavy industry this time. I might go for automation, but I'm not sure. It might actually be better to go down farming this time around, because I'd have a ton of food. And yeah, maybe get banks kind of early on just for... No, actually, no, skip banking. Banking is dumb. If I go farming and then trade, we can sell all of our crops left and right, and that should do the trick. Because we'll want to get amulets. We'll want to get textiles. We're probably going to want to go up... Start with industry, always. Then foraging. How do we get... Carpentry also might not be a bad idea. So industry, carpentry, go down to farming, then go up to markets, and then over. I'm going to skip economy and coinage, because I don't think I'm ever going to be using those anyway. It's kind of the slow way around. We could go economy just for a really early boost of 2 islands, just for extra resources. It's not a bad idea, because I'm not going to be getting a whole lot of money from anything else. Even though that sucks. It only just buys me 1 other island, nothing else. What about brilliance? Brilliance, 20% more EXP it's okay, but honestly, capitalism, getting up here, way more important than brilliance ever will be. Because the moment I get capitalism, I just gain free levels, especially if I have X amount of wallets. It's more of an optional thing. Okay, so now that we have our game plan, let's get going. So, going to delete... I really wish there were more save slots in this. I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to see about preserving all of my other save files. Okay, so fish traps are going to be important. Probably going to want to save some of my berries, not too many of them. And I'm not going to be constraining myself to 1 island here. So what about brilliance kickstarting in the beginning? It only gets... So 20% extra EXP is nice, but, in a lot of cases here, I'm only gaining 4 EXP, so 20% more would be 1 more EXP. That might help, but I'm not convinced. And I'm sure somebody that actually, really knows their stuff. I am no expert in Forager. I'm actually quite the bumbling noob when it comes to nuance. I'm just going based off of my own base impressions here. Let's see. Yeah, it scales better later in the game. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Especially once we have capitalism, then brilliance is a must. Because that drastically increases the amount of EXP I'm going to gain from capitalism. But at the same time, it would be better to get an inscription first. Because those books actually gain you way more EXP. Even if it takes some time to get it going. Okay. But yeah, obviously I'm not going to be able to go terribly fast here. At least compared to an expert. But life. I don't know. I'm not a speedrunner. I will never be. I am a finishist and a completioner. But I will not, like, speedrun anything for the life of me. I'm not very good at micro-optimization, and ultimately I'm more here kind of just for the experience of it. It's like, okay, yeah, let's see how fast I can make 1,000,000 gold. I did say that, right? We're going to 1,000,000. Yeah, I did say that. We're going to 1,000,000 gold, and we're doing it holistically. I mean, I don't entirely know if there's, like, a unholistic, well, hacks, glitches. So, like I said, probably best to go industry, just so I get that extra EXP really fast. I learned the hard way the other day how hard it is to upgrade the jelly pickaxe on the One Island challenge. Yeah, that's what got me. So to go back to the previous challenge that we just finished up, I guess, live, I went into the single island challenge thinking it was going to be a breeze. I thought it was going to be mad easy, and the answer is it is really easy. You just got to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're doing the single island challenge blind, and by the way, if any of you guys watching this video, this is the first video of mine you've ever found on Forager, and you've never played the game before and you decide to pick it up, try the single island challenge first, and tell me how freaking hard it is. So I really want to know an uninitiated person's perspective on how to do the single island challenge, preferably without research? I don't know, but let's see. Oh yeah, I should update the stream title. Let's see, let's back out to the main menu, because we are on a timer here. Okay, updated the title. Perfect. That's a good point. Because, yeah, we're on the clock on this one. I don't care that much. But I care a little. And we might want to go for cooked fish sooner than later. Quarries might not be a bad idea either. Grabbing industry and whatever gives you torches early. Spamming and destroying torches, better way to get EXP. I'm pretty sure a lot of people were criticizing me on that one. And they're probably quite right. I'm usually pretty lazy about it because furnaces are enough, but I think for this one, we're going to try torches first. Also, I've turned off animations in the secret settings because stuff bobbing up and down, while it looks nice, does get a little sickening after a while. And I'd like to avoid that. Let's see. Ooh, right. I can eat seaweed. Okay, so we want to do farming. Another fish trap. Okay. So, do we grab carpentry or do I go foraging? If I go carpentry, structures cost less wood, and we unlock torches. Easy way of getting a lot of EXP fast. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, and let's find out. The one problem is I don't really have the food yet. Because, like, I'm currently starving. I'm living mostly off of oranges. We did not get a whole lot of fish on that first round. I might actually go for fishing pretty quick. Okay, so we can make a furnace. And we can make a forge. Never mind. Unfortunately, we do not have much for coal. In fact, we don't actually have any coal. Well, what's required to make a torch? 2 coal. Okay. Well, I don't have a whole lot of immediate use for wood. So let's just turn it all into coal here. And then I'll see about probably gonna need to make some coins. Or just get an initial monetary boost. Because I could single island this, but we want to get slimes faster. Okay. If I do torches. They do cost me a fair chunk of wood, too. But yeah, it looks like torches might be the better. Yeah, they're much better. The main problem with going for the torches is they do cost you a level. Let's see, can you not eat the berries? I don't want to eat the berries. So berries are really helpful because they make fish traps. And we kind of need as many of those as we can get. free food and a lot of money. Now, admittedly, after a certain point, well, no. There's never a point where you want to eat berries, because they can be turned into an infinite source of food, unlike pretty much everything else in the game. So, yeah, you wanna just hoard them like crazy. Otherwise, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Let's see. So where did I see about the challenge? It's on the Forager Discord in the announcements section. I personally actually hadn't even heard about it until my moderator Cryoris clued me in. And yeah. So what do we grab next? I could go wood cutting. Trees just drop more wood. We could go down to foraging. Let's go to economy. We want that second island. It's a bit of a waste, but the more resources and stuff I can wander around on, the better. Okay, and this is the only one I can go to. Happy Beat family. Well, they get to watch my my meteoric rise financially, I guess. I don't know. Also, welcome Avac. How is life? How is the sordid house hunting ordeal that you are probably going through right now? Probably still kind of rough. Not that it actually means anything to you. I am no longer cursed. So as a recent home, not even owner, home resident renter. Yeah, I guess renter works. I was trying to come up with something fancier. I can tell you it takes approximately 3 months to become uncursed. Let's see. We've got one fish, no seaweed. Let's see. Oh! Still waiting on hearing back about a house you're hopeful for. Yeah, that's a good sign. Let's see. So let's get 4 of these. We want to get that furnace going at least. And I think after this we want to charge south for farming and then start trying to go for markets so I can start making some money. I don't even need to make that much. I just need a little bit of cash. So I can start expanding my islands. And now that I'm not super busy anymore, I should probably bug you about doing stuff again. I will admit, I'm the kind of person I'm like, well, my schedule sucks, so I'm just not going to contact anybody about anything. Because I don't want to bother them with, like, horrible scheduling issues. Food! Let's see, and we might actually have enough berries here. Man, it feels weird having 2 islands. I don't actually like it. Also, fair warning, we might kill the Happy Beat family. Like, very high probability they might end up getting killed here. Let's see, farming, fish trap. That is not... that's kind of worth it. We're leveling pretty quick here, so... let's go for foraging first. This will give me wheat and beets, and gets me pretty close to a little bit of extra inventory and some other stuff. Good old early game forager. You immediately descend on your fish traps and basically breathe in the fish as fast as you can catch them. Yup. It works. Okay, right. We need a little bit of iron. The basic pickaxe... nope. The basic pickaxe is, driving me mad. And we had to live with this thing for ages on the previous challenge. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I might also use most of my spirit orbs that we obtain over the course of this entirely on damage. So I can just, like, inhale resources left and right. Because I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to focus on mining rods here. They're not an immediate priority, even though they probably should be. Okay. Do I make a whole bunch of gold? Right, we don't actually have any gold ore. Okay. That's good. Kill these guys. I might want to spec into combat earlier than I'd normally think. I don't know. Okay, so what do I need for the slimy pickaxe? Iron ingots. Cool. I should be able to make a bunch of those. I cannot. Man, you always think you have a lot more resources early game than you actually do. it is weird and unsettling. So how many berries do I have? Tons. Let's see. Seeing as you're hanging out in Chatavac, how have you been liking swag and sorcery? I will admit I blew through the entire game in 2 days. I enjoyed it, but it'd be interesting to get somebody else's perspective. Because you probably haven't beaten it yet. So I guess I can only get part of your opinion. Let's see, so we're getting pretty hungry. Let's just burn through the oranges. And I'm gonna build a silly amount of torches. Okay, that is not a silly amount of torches, it is an amount of torches. We're just gonna have a whole island dedicated to torches eventually. You love idle games. I think it wasn't until recently I played a game called Great Heroes Beard when I realized that, like, idle games are actually really rad. I had no idea. I was just like, they're okay. And then I sat down to start playing that game, and I was just like, oh, this is kind of fun. And I got into, like, Clicker Heroes in a dark room. I liked a dark room until you actually started adventuring, and then I kind of lost it a little bit. It wasn't... the actual adventuring part was not nearly incremental enough for me. Let's see. Yeah, we're kind of... We're kind of stuck on, We're kind of stuck on iron right now. And gold. It's mostly just giving us the regular resources, which is a little concerning. I don't know what it is with RNG, because, yeah, iron should be spawning pretty constantly here. But yeah, I've had my eye on Realm Grinder, actually, recently. I've never played it before, but it comes highly recommended, so I might actually give that a go. Sometime soonish, just because, and then maybe look into some of the other really good incremental games. Because, yeah, they straight up weren't on my radar for ages. I think it's because when I was working at, the, like, satellite studio for Nickelodeon that I worked at, everybody got addicted to Cookie Clicker, and, like, one person, like, straight up stopped working. They were so into it. It was, for me, being like a new hire there, I was just like, I don't really want to, like, put my job at risk here. Okay, so this will give me shovels, which means I can start going for those little nodes. We're gonna probably want to start beelining for vaults, though, because otherwise this is going to be a bit of an issue. But yeah, so all of my coworkers were playing, okay, there's the gold. All of my coworkers were playing Cookie Clicker, and it was, like, actually seriously affecting workplace, like, productivity. I think I was still working at college. I was still at college at the time, so it was just like, I don't really want to get into this thing that is stealing people's life for months. Because for me, that's too risky. I don't really have the time for it. But if I could do a series on it and more or less just go, like, nuts on it for a little while, I bet it would work out. Okay, so shovel requires iron ingots. We gotta get the iron ingots for the pickaxe first. Shovel would be nice. Okay, that's enough for some. Might be able to make another fish trap here. Yep. They're not actually that expensive yet. Okay, we're starting to get beets. I'm probably gonna go out of my way to eat those first. Same thing with the seaweed. I'm on a fiber, too. You know what? Honestly, maybe I do go... No. We're one off of getting the next level of pickaxe. And that's gonna help take care of the slimes faster, too. Do not be tempted, Wander. The chivalry is addictive. Sort of. I actually don't like Shovel Knight that much. It's a little hard on my hands. It's a little hard, I guess, is the real answer. It's a true idle game, though. Very little to do save for choosing how your heroes level up and using their potions and spells occasionally. Okay. I mean, it might be one of those that if it got to the point where it, like, truly requires just idle behavior, then I'd probably just stop. Or maybe just leave it on and just come back for the occasional daily episode being like, here's what's happened. Maybe the end of every stream. That'd be kind of fun. Thursday is lawn care day around here, so I've been hearing lawnmowers. Now I think I'm hearing... Is that a leaf blower, or is it one of those, like, smaller... like, trimmer edger things? I'm just hearing what effectively is, like, small dirt bikes going around constantly. Sacrifice the radish beets to the capitalism gods. This is going to be a bit of a soulless playthrough, so, like, it is actually super tempting for me to do so. Okay, so let's go fishing so we can get cooked fish and also more fish. And then I think I'm going to want to head for sewing. Okay, there we go. Let's start on that slimy pickaxe. Other thing is, if we do cooked fish, it does cost me some coal, but this way I don't have to worry about health at all. The coal cost is rough, though. I wasn't thinking about that until just now. 28 energy. It's, like, it's mildly, moderately worth it. I guess technically what I can do is effectively go until I take damage. And then heal up, because that'll... That's actually more energy efficient. Okay. We've got a game plan here. It just involves some amount of self-sacrifice. Let's see. Because I got the sound effects off. Kind of hard to tell when I'm actually going to take damage here. So, what do I need to make more iron? Gonna take a while. At least we're not going to need a whole lot of steel here. Yet. I might still go for mining rods, but they're not a priority this time around. Okay, so we have farming. Oh, we have farming, but it doesn't matter. That's gonna take some doing. Because, yeah, I'd like to get more of those. I forgot there's a dodge roll. Though, if I remember it, the dodge roll actually does take up some stamina. I don't really want to go rolling all over the place. But I'm going to do so anyway, because, I don't know, compulsion problems? Okay. So, let's keep building torches. Because free EXP is good, especially when we're just waiting around and don't have anything else to do. But we actually don't have a whole lot of stamina problems. And then, yeah, let's go up for markets next. There's a lot of this stuff we can start selling. And that'll let me pick up some of the kind of weird rare resources that we don't generally use. Okay, so level up. We want to do... probably sewing. Right, because this will also give me boots. And some other things. How many iron do I have? Still not enough. We might want to burn some of these. Okay. Yeah, cooking pots. I think we're gonna farm our way to money, at least initially. I guess in the long term, though, mainly I'm gonna rely entirely on market scum to actually get where I need to go. And yeah, since I can't use lighthouses on this challenge, I'm gonna reiterate, by the way. Anybody... If you see anybody in the comments section for this challenge specifically demanding that I get lighthouses, shun them. Shun them greatly. Let's see. So I could make some amount of gold, but it's not going to get me much money. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep popping torches. And it does look like building actually scales with your level a little bit, because I think originally we were getting about 10 per. But yeah. Straight up, can't use lighthouses here at all for anything. Which makes sense. I mean, if any of you guys saw the ending to the single island challenge, you would know that lighthouses result in ridiculous and should not be allowed in this kind of speedrunning business. That is OP. The moment you get the robotic shovel plus just a shovel, it's like, oh, well, problem solved. I guess honestly, if I had had a excavation perk going, I probably could have done it faster, because then it would have had an obscene amount of gems. But that's okay. Man, I can't wait until this has multiplayer, though. Can you guys imagine, like, a number of these challenges with multiple people going at the same time? Like, one person's the farmer, one person is, like, full-on, like, miner. And hopefully they change the talent tree substantially by the time we get to that point. Like, I would love it if this talent tree doubled. Like, they already have the space for it. It would be rad. Okay, so what do we get next? We could go agriculture for sprinklers. No. I was going for markets. So we gotta go up first. Then we'll do farming. I'm gonna farm my way to prosperity, I think. Let's see. I guess I don't necessarily... You know, it would actually be really funny is to do this with no markets. Road to 1 million, no markets. Oh, do we do that? I could. I shouldn't. It'd be way harder and way slower. I shouldn't do it. That might be something we do with lighthouses or something as a side run. That would take way too long anyway. Because I like the idea of it. If you wanted to go no markets, you go no banks. Yeah, I mean, honestly, banks would not actually get you that much money. Yeah, no markets just means you get the commerce skill. Sort of. So the thing with markets is you can buy and sell stuff for buttloads of money. If you have the right levels of wallets. Let's see. I have 2. I can get 1 more. This is weirdly painfully... This is painfully low amounts of iron, by the way. I don't like it. I think I might actually end up going for mining rods. I know I overuse them, and I talk about how amazing they are constantly. But if I could just be sitting around constantly pumping out torches, we would hit max level... Well, okay, we wouldn't hit max level that much faster, but it'd be faster than me going around manually mining all these things. See shovel yet? Nope. Still waiting on that iron. We're really unlucky with iron spawns right now. Like, if I were a serious speedrunner, I probably would have started over at this point and just been like, nope. It's cursed. Grab amulets for the time being. I can't actually make a market anyway. Like, it might be better for me to go commerce. Yeah, we need the shovel if I'm gonna I want to make those. Let's see. Well, at least we have enough to start really busting out some serious torches. If it gives me the time to do it. This is why I like mining rods. Because otherwise you spend all of your time sitting around gathering the couple of resources. Or all of the resources around your base. Like I was watching, I've watched several friends play this game at this point. And they have like 1 or 2 mining rods. Like here and there. And it's not actually like that big of a deal, but like watching them play and like wandering through forests of like rocks and flowers and stuff, I'm just like, mining rods would solve your problems. They would solve all of your woes. But I don't say it because that's backseat gaming. But I want to be like, mining rods, you heathens. And none of them hear my unspoken thoughts. See, forge coins for more islands. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do so at this point. Let's see. It just feels super wasteful. Especially considering I'm spending most of my time grabbing resources to begin with, but we got to start heading for the skeletal isles or I can't do anything else. Well, I guess I can start digging. Once we get, I don't know, a little bit more iron. Like I'm foaming at the mouth a little bit. But yeah, the early islands are absolutely cheap enough. I was kind of hoping I could just go commerce and immediately just start farming. It just feels so wasteful to make coins, period. But you need that gold for other shit. Where's the iron? I have question. At least we're level 12. I think this is the fastest I've ever hit level 12. By the way, these torches, my staunch refusal to torch was wildly misinformed. So do I just go commerce? I don't really have much to sell, though. We could do woodcutting. We could do masonry. Well, you know what? Let's just get coinage. If I'm going to be making some coins, I might as well... I immediately feel regret. I should have just maybe gone with commerce, but whatever. Coinage! That'll at least give me some amount. Several islands, at least. I've not actually used... I don't think I've made a single freaking coin since the beta. I actually just kind of refused to on my regular runs. Okay, well, at the very least, that gets me another, one more iron, which means I can get the shovel at the very least. So is the first wallet doable at this point? It should be, actually. Let's stay away from that. Build industrial sewing station. I need some bricks. Bricks! Just gotta keep my cursor away. Because, yeah, if I can get the first wallet, that increases the amount of money I get. I'll just exile myself over here for a little while. Because as long as my cursor does not touch that money, it does not go into my inventory. Fortunately, I can build one torch and then break it. This game really needs hotkeys for buildings. Man, I'd be able to farm so much more EXP that way. But I guess that's kind of why they don't want to let you do it. Okay, so we want to do industrial sewing station. Small wallet. Gold ingots. Coal. Goodbye, wood quantities. I kind of used you for things. I almost touched it. Let's make that thread. And then we immediately start getting buttloads of, coal. Oh, it's fine.